like to cactus my arms. If you have weights, you can keep them in your hands and they kind of pin your hands down. And maybe you do a little lumbar rocking there, softening through your low belly. Take a beat. We'll add a twist to that. So we'll do 6 more with a twist. So you can come on back up. Left arm, right leg. Pause there, press. And twist across with your right hand. Come back into the center. Everything back into the center. Left leg, right arm, overhead. Press low band of ribs. Twist across. Back into the center, pull everything back up to center. Right leg, left arm, and as the right arm comes across into the twist, everything back up into center. That's 3. Left leg, right arm, twist. You might breathe with it. Press that low band of ribs down, everything back in. For 4, right leg, left arm, right arm across into the twist. Slow motion it. Everything pulls back in. Left leg, right arm. Twist. Just do the other side. I'm having a bit of a time with my left and rights today. Everything back up into center. Right leg, left arm. For 5, come across into the center. Left leg, right arm. And twist. Come up into the center. This time go for arms wide and let your feet come down. You can do a little bit of lumbar rocking. Nice. You can always get rid of the weights or keep using them. And then we're going to actually hold both weights and let your left leg go long. And we'll take our left arm up. So it's right leg pressing and left arm up. And we're going to tuck our chin and then curl your pelvis into a posterior tilt and start to roll on up, holding your left weight over your head. And then come across into a twist. So you might hold your outer knee and twist. You could even lift your right arm, or you could take your elbow to your outside of your knee, twist across. And then we'll come up with our left hand, tuck your pelvis under, so posterior tip, belly button back, and slow motion, lower through your sacrum, your low back, your mid back, and your upper back. Okay, let's switch sides. So it's right arm up, left knee up. Posterior tip your pelvis, tuck your chin, and we're curling all the way up. And then you can twist in any way that you want. You might take your elbow across. You might lift your left arm. Roll back to center. Right arm up. Curl your way down. Try to keep your feet glued to the ground as you lower back down. Okay, let's switch sides. Left arm up, right knee skyward. You can even press down with your right hand to support you. Try to keep your feet glued to the floor as you come up, and then find your twist. Left arm up, slow lower. Feet heavy. Ooh, so good. Left knee up, right arm up. You can push down through your left hand to start to roll up, feet as heavy as possible. Come on up and twist. Right arm up and slow motion, lower, down. Okay, one more if you want. Instead of pushing your right hand down, it's left hand up, right knee up. Can you float it? Floating up, take your version of a twist. Float the bottom arm, slow motion lower. Crazy glue your feet to the floor. Okay, right arm up, left arm floats. Crazy glue your feet to the floor. Find your version of a twist. That feels good for me. And then slow lower. Finding those places that feel spacious and pleasurable and enjoying the pleasure of your own strength here. Nice, you can open it up. And you might do some lumbar rocks. Okay, let's do one more for the back of our core. So we can roll on up, take your weights with you, come onto your abdomen, and start to stack your hands out in front and lift your belly button a little away from the floor. So that's another slight posterior tip in your pelvis. Engage your legs. You might even take a block and squeeze that block in between your inner legs. As it's like you have a strawberry under your belly button and you just don't want to fully squash it. So you might just lift it, lighten off of it, or actually lift right off of it. Toenails press into the ground. Let your head come forwards a bit. And let's start this with no weights, okay? So you can take your weights forwards, whatever you've got there. Lift off the strawberry. Forehead can be down or hovering. And then take your arms out to the sides and take them behind you, palms up. And then take them around, palms face the floor in a T position, and then over your head, palms face each other. So open, palms face the floor, T position, Superman position. Palms face up. Take your hands behind you, don't touch your back. Come on forwards and release. Okay, we'll do that one more time, no weights, but this time really focus, put your mind into lifting your abdomen away from the floor. As you do it, you might even take your forehead down, lift arms, palms face each other, palms face the floor, palms face up, palms face the floor into the T position, palms face up, lifting off the strawberry, lower. Beautiful. Let's try it with some load. So you could try one or both. Alternate. Lift off the strawberry, lift up, out to the side, palms face down. Behind you, weights come towards each other. Out to the side, lift off the strawberry. Forwards, one more time. Engage your glutes in this. Lift off the strawberry. Out to the side, all the way forwards, and release. And you can stack your hands and maybe wobble your hips a little side to side there. And this time we'll play with lifting up into a Shalabhasana. So you can still squeeze your block. This time we'll actually back bend a bit. Let's try it without the weights. Lift your legs, straighten them as much as you can, squeeze the block. Lift your arms. Lift them as high as you can. Straighten your elbows. Squeeze your glutes down towards your hamstrings. Try to lift a little higher. Breathe there. Take your hands by your low ribs. Boost yourself a little higher and then re-reach your arms. Take a breath. Feeling your back strength here. And then lower down and you can release it out. I was really working my posterior chain there. And sometimes I think long instead of high, but you can also go for a bit of height here and work your back muscles. Beautiful. Okay, let's take our weights and see if we want to try that with the weights. Squeeze in. I'm just going to shift my block so it's a little wider. There. Might give me a bit more space in my sacrum. Lift. Lift. Straighten. Breathe. Hands by your low ribs, come a little higher with your chest. Re-straighten. Come on down and shake it out. Okay, take that block out, fingertips by your side ribs, roll up into a cobra, roll on down. Strengthen your backside, strengthen your hamstrings. Roll up into a cobra and come back down. Now you might roll up a few times and let your left temple come to the ground and really pull your left elbow to the side. And then let your right temple come to the ground and pull your right temple out to the side. Come through the center, hands by your low ribs, up and back into a child's form. And there, take a couple of breaths. We'll prepare for our flow.